over how we can amplify our own intuition. So it is my firm belief that we all have access to the same abilities, the same knowledge, and it's really just kind of a remembering of how to do it, right? I'll go through, I have some notes on my phone here, I'll go through just a little bit of the psychic senses and what they are, and then we'll do a little bit of maybe some interactive like play with it. So we do have our regular senses, right? Sight, hearing, taste, touch. And our psychic senses are literally just an amplification of those. We're asking our ears to bring in a broader range of sound. We're asking our eyes to bring in a wider range of colors, of vision, stuff like that. So clairvoyance is your psychic seeing. It's people will get images, they'll see things. A lot of it is in your mind's eye. So like usually when you hear a psychic or an intuitive saying, I'm seeing, they're not actually seeing it here. They're usually seeing it in their mind's eye. There sometimes can be visuals that they see outside of that as well, especially like if you're calling in like your spirit guides or that kind of stuff. Sometimes you'll get symbols that way. Sometimes the messages come through a little bit more cryptic than others. A lot of those people that are clairvoyant are able to see like auric fields and stuff like that. Sometimes channelers use clairvoyance as well. Then we have clairaudience, which is our clairhearing, so that's bringing in sounds. It's usually, once again, heard in the mind. It's not an actual auditory sound, so if I'm hearing it, you guys probably all are not hearing it, right? It will, to the person hearing it, feel like it is coming from external. You know, if you've ever heard your name being called while you're in the shower or some music playing behind you. A lot of channeling does use clairaudience as well. It can also come through music or media. It can come through that way. We have clairsentience, which is psychic feeling. So this is where we have empathy comes into it, where we feel other people's feelings. We can, you know, match the energy of that, feeling emotions of other people, moods. A lot of times you'll feel like temperature fluctuations with this one as well. People can feel pain or discomfort. One of the modalities I do use a body proxy where I'll ask my body to proxy the other person's, and I'll be like, okay, I'm feeling you have a pain in your shoulder, or is there tightness in over here? So that is clairsentience. Then there's clairalience, which is psychic smelling. This is one of my least favorite psychic senses, and I try not to use it because not all smells are nice. So that can be, you know, like you're smelling grandpa's cigarette or cigars that he used to smell, or grandma's perfume, or you can get smells that, you know, like aren't very pleasing to the nose. Disincarnate humans do use that often, so when, you know, great grandpa Joe is coming through to bring a message, a lot of times they will come through with scent. We have clairgustance, which is psychic taste, so that registers as you tasting something. It might be, you know, grandma's cookies that she used to bake. It may also trigger a memory. Smell also triggers memories as well. Smell and taste are linked to our memories pretty closely. So, then we have claircognizance, and that one is you just know what you know because you know it. It's those gut feelings, awarenesses, ideas, and when we do truth testing, that is the clair psychic sense that we're using there. Most people have one natural or two natural ones that just are there. They're the ones that they resonate with the most and will turn on the easiest, right? Some of the other ones need a little bit of practice or play to get them on. Some people, you know, just stick with the ones that they're comfortable with or prefer to use. Like I said at the beginning, I believe we all have access to these abilities, and it is literally just a remembrance of how to access them. I've found personally the best way to access them is through play, when we have fun with it, right? When we're not trying to make it so serious and big things. If we start with the little things where it's, you know, the answer doesn't really make or break anything in our life, it's just for fun, and you're, you know, just no attachment to the answer. Once you get the answer, you can let it go and say, okay, like, you know, I had fun playing with my cards today, or I had fun doing a meditation and connecting to my guides, or whatever it is that way. All of our senses that way also are like muscles, right? The more that we use them, the more in tune with them they become. So the more you practice or play, the easier it becomes, the more it turns on, and then it just becomes a daily part of who you are, right? Okay, but does everyone want to try something right now? Yeah, okay, everyone please stand up.
We're so comfortable.
Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of truth testing, okay? This is a really